All right, let's go ahead and do a dehydration calculation together. So let's say that we have an 8-kilogram cat who got into a poinsettia and now has some vomiting and is dehydrated. We've estimated that cat to be 7% dehydrated, so that's the volume of fluids that we need to replace over a 24-hour period, because we're going to match that with the ongoing losses that are happening. So we need to provide a maintenance and continued losses rate as well. So we've got two parts of this. We've got a dehydrated, and then we've also got our maintenance fluids. Okay, so we need to combine these two together to figure out what our total volume we're going to replace for this kitty cat over the period of a day. So let's go ahead and do the dehydration portion first. So we've got an 8-kilogram cat times 7%. So 8 times 7% equals a 0.56. 0.56 what? 0.56 kilograms, because 7% of 8 kilograms is 0.56 kilograms. Now we need to translate this weight loss into a volume loss. And if we remember that 1 gram equals 1 ml, we can extrapolate that to what 1 kilogram and 1 liter equal. Okay, so 1 liter is equal to 1 kilogram. So let's go ahead and go like this, which is equal to 0.56 liters. Now, if I asked you how many mils that was, we can quite easily use our conversion factor, because there are 1,000 mils in 1 liter. So we can times 0.56 by 1,000, which is going to give us 560 mils. And how did I do that? I went 0.56 liters times 1,000 mils is 1 liter, okay, which equals 560 mils. So that's part 1 of our fluid to be replaced. Okay, so let's go like that, put that here. That's part 1. Now part 2 is we have that 8-kilogram kitty, and we need to calculate those fluid maintenance volumes. So that's mils per kilogram per day, or 24 hours, which means the exact same thing. So then we go 8 times 60, which gives us 480 mils over 24 hours. Now I could go ahead and I'm just going to clean this up here 1 second here. I could go ahead and change the 480 mils over 24 hours into mil per hour, but because this is like a 2-parter, let's leave it as it is. We've got 560 mils for our dehydration, and we've got 480 mils. And remember I said we needed to combine these to do them over a 24-hour period. So we might as well go and do that right now. So 480 mils plus the 560 gives us a total volume of 1,040 mils over 24 hours. Now remember, we're going to figure out first our mils per hour rate. And so because I've got 1,040 mils over 24 hours, we can answer part A really easily by just dividing our fluid rate by the 24 hours, which is going to give us 43.3 mils per hour, because 1,040 mils divided by 24 hours, and that's why, which equals there. Now, if we're going to figure out what the drips per minute are, we can do that here by taking our hourly rate. We don't need to do the math again, we already have it above. So 43.3 mils per 1 hour. And we said we've got a 60 drips per mil set. So 60 drips per 1 ml. And we've got, for every 1 hour, there are 60 minutes. Okay. And because we want to know what the drips per minute are, let's go through and make sure we've set this up properly. Mils are canceled out, hour is canceled out, and that's going to leave us with drips per minute. Now, if you notice, I've got a 60 in my numerator right here and a 60 in my denominator right here. They cancel each other out. So we can actually just go ahead and carry this over to 43.3 drips a minute. And because you can't count anything other than a whole drip, we're just going to go ahead and round that to 43 drips per minute. And there you've got your answer. We've got our mils per hour for calculating the dehydration and the maintenance rate. And we've also got the drips per minute in case we didn't have a pump.